What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 15, Cajun Peaches. Let me tell you something. Y'all finna get this real deal, bitch. I ain't even put my goddamn stand up because I can't find it. I gotta find it, but bitch, this is what y'all gonna get. I'm holding the phone, bitch. Okay. But anyway, let's just get up into this episode. So we start off seeing what all the ladies are doing. Candy, they getting ready to go to this trip to New Orleans, okay? The ladies look like they're about to have a fun time. Hopefully they have a fun time. You know, you got Cynthia doing a little PSA for voting and stuff like that. And you got Drew, she's so geeked and hyped and got her daughter helping her, putting the stuff in the bags and everything. And, she put it out there that she put out there to the ladies that if you want to bring your child, you can bring your children if you want to, their youngest, because it was such a big issue with them the last time because Kenya just brought hers without offering. And that's what Kenya fails to understand because Kenya later says, well, you see, I'm the only one with my child and Drew put it out there, whatever, that we can bring our children, whatever, but I'm the only one who did. Like Portia said, that don't mean that I wanted to or was going to do it this trip or whatever, but the fact of the matter is Drew put the offer out there and let us know that if we wanted to, we can do that. You, on the other hand, you didn't put the offer. It's a difference, okay? You just went on ahead and brought your daughter and, just said fuck everybody else. Everything don't apply to them. So moving on from that, Candy was talking to Latoya and, um, Candy is going to meet the girls down there in New Orleans because she has to film on Monday. Okay, so that's what's going to happen with that. Drew is a little worried about how things gonna be with Latoya. She felt some type of way about the way that she reacted at Fallon's house party. And she was like, "This, you doing all of this after we just went to church together, girl? That don't mean nothing, okay? All of them, girl, that don't mean nothing. I was just about to say something, but I'm not gonna go there. But going to church means what? And when I say that, I mean that's gonna stop people from sinning and doing what they do. No, okay, that's not gonna stop a person. I've met in being. Let me tell you something. I grew up Jehovah's Witnesses, and some of them people up in there are some of the nastiest people that I've met. And I'm talking about attitude wise and everything. You know what I'm saying? But be holier than thou. Trust and believe. That's why I have such this. It's like a, I don't say a dislike, but well, it kind of is a dislike for certain people in religion. You know what I'm saying? But moving on from that, that's why, I haven't been back, okay? Because I see the hypocrisy all around. But anyway, moving on from that, they get on the plane, everybody's there. It's a private plane, everybody's having a good time. We see Marlo taking pictures, the girls are all on the plane, and they getting on the bus or whatever, and they talking about the picture that Kenya and Marlo took together. Latoya talked about something. Oh, I helped put them together. Cynthia was like, no, bitch, I helped put them together in South Carolina. And then Latoya was saying something about how she gonna get Kenya back, and then she gonna have Portia on the side. Portia was like, bitch, I ain't nobody's side chick, because Kenya got up and said, you knew which way to be the side piece, okay? You knew not to make me no side piece. It was cute and all fun or whatever. But like I said, Kenya got little Brooklyn with her, okay? And of course, once again, her face blurred out as if we haven't already seen her. I don't follow Kenya on her Instagram or whatever, but do she post pictures of Brooklyn? And if so, Mark Daly is the asshole, because I really truly feel like he's the one that's doing that. Because I'm telling you, earlier seasons, like last season, her face was all up in the camera. We saw her, so I was a little confused. But anyway, niggas trying to be petty. That's why I feel like it's going on. But moving on from that, so as they get off the bus and they get to the hotel, they are met with a band, New Orleans music, and they got food, po' boys, and drinks and everything. I said, oops, they starting this off with a bang, okay? They doing it good. Drew, you're doing a good job, because these girls can complain, and they hungry as hell. Candy said just make sure they got the right food there. That's all she care about, okay? So she goes in there to go get the key to the hotels, and she comes back out, and she was basically like, it was real nice and real cute to see Portia helping out with little Brooklyn. Brooklyn wanted some chips, and she was asking Kenya, can she get some chips or whatever? And they seemed to be all cool, calm, and collected. Now, this is where things kind of go wrong. And Kenya, I'm gonna have to bring you to task because at this point, you doing too much. All right. You're full of all shits, okay? You're full of all shits, and I don't care if you're a Kenyan stan or whatever. I'm gonna call it how I see it. This is my opinion, okay? You're full of shit. Truth be told, I understand, you don't want to do certain things because your daughter is there, whatever, but you coming into another person's or other people cultures and, you know, down in New Orleans, they do booty bounce and stuff. They do bounce music and whatever. And it's not really that degrading, okay? You want to make it seem as if it's degrading because Drew said, when I get the key, she gave the best key or the best room to Cynthia because she didn't show up for her wedding to sing. Okay, she showed up, but she didn't sing. So she was like, this will make up for it. Kenya gets into her feelings because Drew was saying how, you know, y'all gonna have to bounce for the booty bounce for the next room for your room or whatever. Mostly, I think she was just joking, just trying to liven it up and make it all fun and games or whatever. But of course, Kenya gets in her feelings and she's talking about I'm not about to degrade myself in a hotel key room or whatever. I'm sitting here like, so participating in the culture and the atmosphere of New Orleans is degrading yourself. You can pop your little booty just a little bit. You ain't got to get down on the floor and do it real nasty. Like you could just pop and that's it if you wanted to. Or you could have said, no, I ain't finna, I'm gonna sit this one out, but whichever key is left over, you can give it to me or whatever. You didn't have to give I'm asking you for the fourth time to give me my key. I'm sitting here like, this ain't your fucking trip and she ain't got to give you a key if she don't want to, okay? Because I showed up withheld it for a little bit longer if you giving me all that attitude for what? It wasn't warranted. And you up here talking about degrading, okay? Yeah, I get that your daughter is there, but let's talk about all of a sudden now you want to hold yourself in a higher esteem or whatever. But when you were in earlier seasons, you come to an event trying to dress like Phaedra up in a thong swimsuit with fishnets on and plates on your ass or whatever. That's not degrading with your titties out in front of all the peoples that was there. Just at the bachelor party that we just seen on national TV, you had your ass all out. You was all on the floor popping it and showing everybody a little twat and everything. That's not that wouldn't be degrading. Other people can look at that and say that was degrading. You've done worse things, okay? So for you to get all up in your chest over this, I'm not understanding. Please, somebody break it down in the comments. And don't say, oh, it's because her daughter was there. So the fuck what? Drew wasn't trying to have her to get down on the floor and show her puss and pop that in front of her daughter. No. She was just having fun. Like, girl, you know how to ruin the fucking moment. So then, Drew had gave her the key. I believe went on ahead and gave Kenya the key or whatever. So shut the bitch up. And so, Kenya went up in there and she upgraded her room. She said, bitch, I'll pay whatever I gotta pay to upgrade this bitch. Okay. I was like, Kenya, your attitude and shit already just fucking up the trip. Well, I mean, it ain't fucking it up, but it's not giving off good energy. And y'all was just in the car and Drew did a toast saying good vibes and you wonder why she looked at your ass because you the main one not giving good vibes at this point. But anyway, moving on from that, I'm hoping things get better. They was like, yeah, hopefully things will get better. We'll wait for the bike trip and all that stuff to see if everything gonna be cool and everything. The girls did wind up doing a little dance, and just like I thought, they did a little thing, and that was it. It wasn't nothing nasty. It wasn't nothing degrading. It wasn't nothing ratchet about what they did. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta find my stand. This I'm professional, okay? It wasn't nothing fucked up about it or anything. They did not degrade themselves or whatever. So, once again, it's just Kenya being extra, okay? And I ain't even have to go on Kenya this much in the whole season, I don't feel like. But anyway, moving on from that, the girls, they go see their suites and stuff like that. Next thing, they coming downstairs because they're waiting to go, as a whole, to go bike riding. Drew said they're going to take them bike riding, then we're going to go eat, okay? It was Drew, Cynthia, Shamia, and Portia down there, and they was trying to call Kenya. Drew tried to call Kenya. Kenya would not answer Drew's call, but she answered Cynthia's call. I said petty bitch. But moving on from that, they went on here, got on the bus. Kenya came on down there. Then LaToya came on down there. Earlier on the bus, LaToya said she wasn't drinking. People like, what, bitch, you pregnant or whatever? No. I don't know why people get so hyped and be like, girl, why you not drinking? Maybe they just don't want to drink. And y'all already said that the bitch can't, she starts a lot of shit, especially when she's drunk as shit. So maybe she probably learned her fucking lesson. Bitch, am I taking up for this girl? Maybe she probably learned her lesson for the moment and want to do something clear headed, okay? Because she always seeming to get into some shit. Just maybe. I'ma hold out hope, okay? Moving on from that. They was trying to get in contact with Marlo. Marlo probably didn't show up because she did say earlier on the bus that her back hurt because her nephew had jumped on her back, and so I think she didn't show up while they was in the car or in the little mobile bus. They called Candy to see what was up with her. She said she was done and she was on her way to New Orleans. She has a way to go, but she is on her way. So, let the festivities begin, okay? I said, can we just have a good time? Just have a good time. I saw in the preview for the channel, for the rest of the season, that Big Frida gonna be in this with the New Orleans trip. You already know. Okay, listen, girl down. Listen, I can't fucking wait. That's my bitch. So they get to where they're doing the bikes and stuff like that. And it was really nice. They were taking a tour around New Orleans and going to some of the historical places and, looking at churches and stuff. And, I will say this, okay? I can point out somebody's flaws and fucked upness, and I can point out when they having a good time. This Kenya that was on the bike, when she started saying, oh, let's be like boys in the hood or whatever, and she was acting it out and stuff like that, she was fun, okay? She was having a good time. I enjoyed that Kenya. I enjoyed that version of Kenya, okay? And I feel like for then on, we didn't have no problems for the moment up to what I'm seeing. And so they enjoy themselves. They go to this place to eat. I think it's called Rawsome or whatever, some oyster place or whatever. And everybody's sitting down. They ordering the food. They tried to see what was going on with Marlo. I think either she called, she called, and Kenya goes, Kenya goes, what's up with my new bestie? Okay, did you see how Portia looked up like? I said, oh, girl, I don't know if Kenya said that shit on purpose to get to Portia, but Portia showed enough was a little bit bothered, bitch, okay? Listen, it ain't that deep, Portia. It ain't that deep. You gotta stop letting stuff get to you, okay? But, at that point, when they, after the, Marlo's not coming because her back is messed up, and she just wants them to bring her anything back. They tried some fried alligator. Okay, now let me tell you something. I've tried fried alligator before. It tastes like chicken, but it tastes like chicken that you gotta chew for a little bit, just a little bit. Probably if you gotta chew chicken when you bite down into it, you gotta chew it like a couple of times and swallow like that. You know what I'm saying? With fried alligator, you probably gotta chew it 4 times or whatever. Just a little bit of more effort, but it's good. It's good. I never would have thought. Bitch, frog legs too. Okay. Anyway, you can tell my people from the South. Girl, they be having us eating a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I don't eat that shit no more, but no. I don't eat greens. I don't eat ham hocks. I don't eat turkey necks. I don't eat pig's feet and pig intestines and all that. I don't eat that. I don't eat that shit, okay? I don't eat that shit. I just can't. I just can't. My stomach just got real turned. I don't know. Maybe that's going to revoke some of my blackness and my black cord, but I just can't. I don't eat peach cobbler. I don't eat yams. I don't eat none of that shit that y'all be eating at y'all, holiday dinners and stuff like that. Give me some macaroni. Give me some chicken. Give me some cornbread. Throw a little hot dog up in there. Okay. Throw maybe a little bit of beef up in there. And we all good. Okay. I'm a simple, basic bitch when it comes to food. It probably don't look like it, but it is. It is. Okay. But, anyway, Portia was talking about something, she a baby vegan. That don't mean that she not gonna try delicacies and stuff like that. And I can just be like, oops, I did this and go back to being baby vegan. It was cute. Moving on from that, I said, Portia, that ain't how it work, but that's how it work with most of us when we be on diets and we just be trying stuff anyway. Moving on, Latoya had got up to go to the bathroom or something. She came back with an attitude. And Kenya was like, what's going on, And she was like, nothing, I'm just frustrated. And so at this point, it was quiet after they got off the phone with Marlo. And I'm like, they eating their food, so do they have to talk all the time or whatever? Here comes Latoya. Oh, this is about to turn out to be another Fallon event, aka boring. All right, and then this goes into the conversation of why did you even come to that girl's place and say what you said? Because it was the truth, and I wanted to, whatever, and I did what I did. She was just so indignant and so standing in what she said and not seeing the wrong in what she did. Okay, and even Cynthia told her, I feel like what you did was wrong. It was disrespectful. It was distasteful. It was all of that. She was like, okay, and I said it. It is what it is. Okay. And I was like, see, this is why I can't stand that bitch. Okay. I cannot stand fucking Latoya. You know what I'm saying? Like, she does too much. And it's like, you don't understand when you're wrong and you can't just be like, okay, I fucked up. And they was like, why do it seem like you got an out for Fallon? What did the girl do to you? Is you doing this just to make TV, or do you really have it out for that girl for what? What did she do to you? Did y'all meet up prior to filming and y'all had outs with each other, whatever? It doesn't make sense for you to just pick a person and to zone in on them and to start attacking, or not attacking, but messing with them, okay? Because you got to be careful with your words. Start messing with them, for what? For what? And then here comes Drew. So is that the reason why you're not drinking? Why you're not drinking? Because when you drink, you bring out your aggressiveness, or you become more aggressive. Now, I was with Toya with this part. Okay, as much as I can't stand a bitch, I was with Toya with this part. Drew, I like you, but sometimes you can do a lot. Okay, you can just keep stuff going and keep stuff going. Granted, I understand you want to know, but truth be told, why does it matter if she's drinking or not? You literally just said that when she drinks, she becomes aggressive. So why do you need to ask her why she's not drinking? Just let her not drink. You triggering the bitch, okay? And I would have probably had the same response too, even though Drew probably wasn't coming from a negative spot. I would have just said, because I don't want to drink. And then that's one, okay? But you keep on bringing it home and bringing it home and asking the same thing. So but why you don't want to drink? I mean, because it's this, because of this, and because of that. The girl just said because she don't want to drink. Can you just let that be the answer? Let it go. Let it go. You're doing a little much, Drew. Okay, just let it go. She don't want to drink. She don't have to. All right? Let it go. So then you got Latoya, she takes it a step further because she's frustrated or whatever. I don't want to, or I don't have to tell you, or some bitch, so she ends up calling Drew a bitch. And then, of course, Drew gets in her feelings. And I'm like, maybe Latoya didn't have to do that. No, she didn't have to call her a bitch or whatever. She could have shut it down like, I don't want to. And that's basically it. You can stop asking me because I'm not going to answer. I gave you my answer. It is what it is. You ain't have to call the girl a bitch. But, Drew, truth be told, I'm not 100% mad that Latoya called her a bitch, okay? Because you was doing too much, bitch. You was doing too much, all right? And then this is going to show how further she was doing too much, because then she started divulging information that we, the public, did not need to know. Talking about, when because who asked? Who asked? And why is it such a big deal that this girl does not want to drink? I get it. We are in New Orleans, and there's Bourbon Street and there's alcohol, and you go on a girl trip, you think that you're supposed to get litty lit. But maybe sometimes you don't want to do all that. Okay, sometimes you want to have a sober mind and enjoy and actually take in everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she did learn from something. Maybe she just doing it because she needs to detox herself, whatever. Or she just doing it because she just really didn't feel like drinking. You know what I'm saying? Or she didn't want to hear y'all saying some bullshit about her. I don't know what it is, but the bitch says that she didn't want to drink, so she didn't want to drink. And here comes Drew talking about some, well, when you was at Shamia thing, my driver took you home and he started talking to you about, how the Lord this and your alcoholism and or drinking or something. I don't call it alcoholism because I don't think that Latoya has an alcohol problem. I think she's just like anybody else, that when they get in a group of people that they like or they're trying to be comfortable around, they use the alcohol as an excuse to loosen them up. Okay, that's how it is, because I'm that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink 24/7. I have a bottle of alcohol that I brought when I went on quarantine last year, and it's still there. And it's not even halfway done, okay? Because I ain't had nobody to drink it with. I ain't had no reason to drink it with. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm out with my people, bitch, best believe, fucked up to the max, okay? I'm fucked up to the max, all right? But, she putting it all out there, he invited her to this revival. You said that you was going to detox. You said you was going to do this and all this shit. Why you had to put her business out there like that? Okay? And of course, at this point, um Drew like basically not Drew but Latoya like so basically trying to make it seem like I have an alcohol problem and I really don't. I don't go out that often. I only drink because I'm trying to keep up with y'all when I come out here with y'all or whatever. And that may or may not be the case. I don't know because I don't know the girl. Who am I to judge that part? But it could possibly be. She could possibly be a social drinker. Who fucking knows? Okay. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Drew, you did too fucking much. The girl got up and left, okay? And then Kenya gonna say something. You gotta be careful who you tell your business to, girl. I said, bitch, you was just getting on this whole back last week for telling her business, telling your business to them other girls. So now it's the same thing. Girl, shut up, Kenya. But I get what you're saying. So both of y'all can apply that to both of y'all, okay? But anyway, they get back to the hotel. Kenya goes up there to talk to Cynthia. Of course, she shades the hotel room because, Drew made it seem like this was the best hotel in New Orleans, hotel room in New Orleans or whatever for Cynthia. And she was like, I don't know what it is about Drew, but I feel like she's a bully, and Cynthia was like, I don't like that word bully. And I don't like that word bully either. You guys don't know the definition of bully and y'all just throw that word out so easily. Drew is not a bully. Drew was not bullying Latoya. She was not acting like a bully. She is not a bully. If anybody's acting like a bully, Latoya, if we want to use that same definition or the same way that Kenya was doing it, Latoya is a bully, especially the way that she came at Fallon. We can apply it there too. But I don't feel like in the way that she's been rolling. I would say Latoya is more of a bully than Drew will ever be. Okay? But at this point, in this conversation and in this particular situation, Drew is not a bully. Drew has an issue with just minding her own business and nagging folks, okay? And keep on pressing the subject and not letting shit go. That is Drew's problem. And that's going to get her fucked up one day. I don't care if you're from Chicago or not, okay? Bitch, we don't play that shit. Calm that shit down. Maybe that's the New Orleans. I don't know. I ain't going to throw that out there because y'all probably don't do that shit either. That's a Drew thing, okay? She gonna get herself popped because she's doing too much in that area. You know what I'm saying? Because you butt into other people's business and it's not yours. You know what I'm saying? So let that shit go. Moving on from that, you got Portia and Drew and Shamia in Drew's room, and they get to talking about Marlo and the whole situation about how, once again, this Kenya and Marlo and how them two get together, when the Bolo situation came out, that's when they want to become friends and all this stuff. And Portia in her feelings about it because she feels like her relationship with Marlo is not the same ever since she done linked up with Kenya. And I'm sitting here like, but Portia, you did the exact same thing. You was cool with Kenya. But as soon as Nene and you made up, it was fuck Kenya. So now you getting that shit back. And it's probably not even what you think it is. You just so fucking, I don't know, like, grow up. Shit. So, at this point, Drew is so excited because her agent got her going on this, I guess for a series, trying to be a series regular on some show, okay? And then she got an interview with iHeartRadio. I was like, all right, and I ain't even gonna lie, bitch. Drew was actually getting did up, bitch. Maybe I'm a little naive on the beauty aspect of things, but that looked like the best Drew looked this whole season. I ain't gonna lie. Hair, makeup, and clothes, okay? I mean, that's the best I done seen to end, okay? Everything was cohesive this time. But at this point, she wants Cynthia to come with her to the radio interview. She has this little, food area outside, so, little uh donuts and stuff like that or whatever, little alcohol, have them out there on the little patio or whatever. Latoya was like, y'all talking about I'm a fucking alcoholic, I need to go to AA and shit like that, but y'all the ones that got the alcohol out here and all this stuff. It was cute little jab. I liked it. Whatever. I thought it was funny. Moving on from that, everybody comes out there. Bitch, that scene when Kenya was in her room and she said Brooklyn. Bitch, I said, ooh, this is not, no, I ain't ready for kids because when all I saw was the damage that little girl did to her, I said, who gonna get them crayons out of the furniture? And when she had the crayon scribbled on the goddamn sausage link, I said, how the hell that happened? But anyway, that was a fun little moment. They was out there talking. Marlo finally came down. Candy is finally there. Okay. So they was about to go back in because it started raining, and Drew had set up them to go see this dance class or whatever to learn this New Orleans dance called Zydeco. I've never heard of it, but it's somewhat like a line dance or whatever. And they showed a little video of somebody doing it. I mean, it's cute enough. Like me and Candy said, that's some shit that I can't do. Okay. And we know Candy can't dance, bitch. If y'all ever saw, and I'm so glad they played the clip. Y'all have got to go back and see when Escape was getting back together and they was about to go on tour, and they did their like 6 or 3 part episode that they did for them getting back together on Bravo. And that whole episode when they was trying to teach them to dance, bitch, that shit was so fucking funny. Candy was so lost, okay? So, Drew went back there to go do her interview. The girls get on the bus so that they can go to the place to learn to dance or whatever. And you got Marlo and Kenya going back and forth about how good the concierge Robert is and how good he was helping them out with and all this stuff. And they was kikiing with each other, falling over each other, whatever. I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but who did? Portia. I said, girl, get over it, okay? Get over it. They're cool. Let it go. Moving on from that, they finally get to the place, um, they finally get to the place and they supposed to be learning this line dance, but they also learning bounce, aka twerking, aka shake. That's what they call it down there. You know what I'm saying? So they learning how to shake their ass and bounce that thing, and make it wiggle, make it jiggle, make it twerk. And so at this point, we see Kenya. I noticed out my eye that Kenya was having a good time. Okay, bitch, Kenya, was it really because your daughter was there? That's why you didn't want to go like this, pop, pop, pop for a key, even though it was just fun and games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't for no key, girl. You ain't had to make that much of a big deal out of it. As if your child can't go back through the archives and see mama shaking ass when she gets a little bit older, okay? Because you sure enough was throwing that ass, all right? You was throwing that ass and having a good ass time. It wasn't degrading then, huh? Mm-hmm. But, Candy standing there like this. I don't know what to do because I can't dance. I can't, it don't move. Stiff web, bitch. My hair, it don't move. My ass, it's just there. It don't move. I'm sitting here like, now Candy, you got a big old ass, and I'm pretty sure it don't take much to jiggle that thing. As much of a freaky box you are, you mean to tell me you don't be making the cheeks, dance on the dick while you be playing with Tide? You don't be making your things like I'm making my ass, and I ain't even got none, okay? I ain't even got no ass, and I can still make my shit. Bitch, if you would have threw me some ass like that, if God knew not to give me no ass, because I show the fuck out. I would show the fuck out. Bitch, you wouldn't be able to tell me shit, okay? You wouldn't be able to tell me shit. And meanwhile, Candy got the ass and can't do nothing with it. Girl, the way you make it bounce on Tide, that's the way that you make it bounce right there, okay? That's what you need to do, okay? Think a sexual way if you need to. You know what I'm saying? But, they was having a good time, and I like moments like these, okay? And so, at this point, when they was about to get ready to go, but before they get ready to go, Portia called Marlo out there and having this conversation with Marlo, basically saying that the relationship she feels changed between her and Marlo ever since Marlo and her Ken got cool again or whatever. She was like, the way you operate with me is different from the way that you used to operate when you wasn't cool with Kenya and all this stuff and woo woo woo. And Marlo had to break that shit down. Bitch, when you got cool with Kenya and y'all was doing them play dates and shit like that, I said my little piece, but then I let that shit go. Why can't you do the same? I'm tired of talking about this shit between Marlo and Portia because I think it's pointless, and I just think like you trying to act like you're not bothered, but you're clearly bothered. For what, Portia? Let it go. Okay, you can't dictate who be friends with what. Like, let it go. You didn't call me this whole time. She said, bitch, my motherfucking back was hurting. Girl, I said, grow up, Portia. Grow up. So then Marlo had wound up asking Portia, is it true what King was saying about Bolo and them or whatever? And of course, she was like, I can't believe she would ask me that because that's what a producer asked her during the confessionals. And, she was like, no, it's not true. And Marlo was like, okay, cool. I won't have to ask that no more. And then it just kept on going and kept on going. And at this point, I don't care. I don't care. On the bus, they was waiting on her, waiting on them. Shamia was saying how, Marlo felt like she was being treated different because she was cool with Kenya again. And, Kenya told Shamia, I don't understand why you so loyal to Portia because it's not being given back to you and all this stuff. She called her a lap dog. Then Latoya called her a lap dog. And, Shamia had to tell that bitch to go back to sleep because she ain't nobody talking to her. Next thing you know, they come back on the bus and, girl, I'm tired of it. Okay, I'm sorry for the gum in my mouth. I just didn't take it out. But get over it. Get over it. They're friends. You're the one that making it seem like. Tell me what y'all feel about it. Do y'all think that Portia is just doing the most, or do you think that she has a valid? Because she feel like Marlo is being manipulated by Kenya to be against her, and I know Kenya can be an asshole, but I just don't see. I don't know. Am I naive about it? Put it down in the comments. But y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.